Want to learn Chinese poker? Here we go. Chinese is a great game for 2, 3, or 4 people, and all you need to know to play is the basic poker hand rankings. There's no betting or raising in Chinese. Instead, before the game starts, everyone has to agree on a point value, for example, $1 a point. And then, at the end of the hand, everyone tallies up how many points they won or lost. To get started, deal each player 13 cards. Now everyone has to organize their cards into 3 poker hands. 2 of the hands have 5 cards and 1 has 3 cards. The only rules are that the 3-card hand has to be the worst hand. It's called the top hand and it goes in the front. The middle hand has 5 cards and has to be better than the top hand. It's called the middle hand. The last hand also has 5 cards and it has to be better than both other hands. It's called the bottom hand. Make sure not to show your cards to anyone else while you're setting your hand. As you set each hand, place them face down in a pile to tell everyone you're done. When everyone's finished, turn over all the cards and compare hands to see who wins. In Chinese poker, you win points for beating other players in the top, middle, or bottom hands. Every player has to compare each of their hands to each hand of every other player. With 2 players, it's really easy, but with 3 or 4, it can get complicated. The quick way to do it is to start with 1 player and compare each of their 3 hands to the player on their left. Each hand is worth 1 point, so if you won the top, middle, and bottom, you'd win 3 points from that player. When you win all 3 hands, it's called a scoop, and it's really common to play with a 3-point bonus. So winning all 3 hands is usually worth 6 points. If you won the top and middle hands but lost the bottom hand, you'd net 1 point from that player. To keep scoring more simple, you only keep track of the net profit or loss. Now follow the same steps to compare player 1's hand to player 4. Now compare player 2's hand to players 3 and 4. Then compare player 3's hand to player 4, and you're all done. It's a lot easier for each player to keep track of their own scores against every other player, because when the game's over, everyone has to settle up individually with everyone else. Visit PokerListings.com, the all-in poker guide.